Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps lots. And also keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are after market close on Wednesday, April 6th. We're going to take a look at SoFi. So SoFi, starting off on today's chart, like we talked about in the last video, and we'll get to this in a second on the daily time frame, but we talked about, if it broke down from that wedge that we had put in, we're likely to test this 850 support, especially if it sort of lost grip at 9, right? Just 9 being a more psychological level. As you see here, at 9, I don't have a level in, but I'm always trying to be aware of these psychological levels as well. So in any case, today, we wicked off for quite a while, a bit over an hour here, and then retested later in the day, that 851 level to within 5 cents. So this just to say that the chart as we have it and the potential support and resistance levels as we have them on the chart seem to be holding up relatively well. Now, obviously, I wish that SoFi didn't need to come down and test this level. I'm long SoFi. It has never felt really good or appropriate to me to go short SoFi, even if it seems like it's coming down further. Mostly because of this channel. I guess the closest I've come, which I've talked about previously, is right now I have a core position of shares that I'm wheeling intermittently, not always. Right now I don't think I have a wheel on it, but all that means is, when you have the shares, then you will sell a call against the shares that you have, and then if they get called away after you collect the premium, then you sell a put, and if you end up in the money, then you let somebody put those shares to you, and you'll get those shares back, and you just continue. That's the wheel. Sell a call, called away. Sell a put, have the shares put to you. So in any case, you can look up that strategy, not on my channel, but just on YouTube if you want to know more about it. But in any case, this is just to say that even though I have these levels in, and I'm glad the chart is holding up well because it gives us a good map to try to follow. I'm not glad that it's drawing down because I am net long SoFi. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go to the year, which is daily candlesticks, and I'll sort of talk through what we had mentioned in the last video. So we have several. Let's just zoom it out here again. Obviously, we're in a long-term downtrend, right? We had this big sort of cup that was put in that double topped us out right around $25, or just shy of $25, and then this tremendous sell-off that after, this previous selling off. In any case, obviously in a long-term net downtrend here. So all that said, we have 3 rays, as I see it, of downtrend resistance. The most immediate one here, the next level up here, which at this point is it would probably reach that around the $15, $16 level if it were to make a pretty quick run at it. I don't think that's going to happen. The next one, if it were to make a quick run at it, I don't think it's going to happen, would put us in the low 20s. So those will continue, hopefully, to get closer and closer into the price action as time goes by. In any case, this most recent and closest in downtrend resistance, we had talked about it in the last video, which I believe was Monday night, and how it was potentially meeting with this uptrend support that was relatively new, right? There wasn't a ton of confirmations, certainly not as many confirmations as the downtrend resistance, but it looked like there might be an opportunity for something there. At that time, we said, we might get a big move out of this wedge, and we did. Unfortunately, that big move came to the downside, so that wedge is now busted, and we're essentially hoping, or I'm hoping, that we can at least hold this 850 level and put in the original thought, which was this descending triangle formation, right? This downtrend resistance meeting with a flat level of support, and then essentially seeing if we can get a big move coming out of that sort of pressure point as well. So we'll see how that plays out. At the moment, nothing else is really providing a ton of help trying to sort of assimilate ourselves to where we are in the overall structure, because the EMAs, the MAs are all just situated above the price action, as you would imagine, since it is certainly net downtrend. We can take a look, just for good measure, at the MACD and see it's curling back, potentially bearish crossover coming in the next day or two, or maybe by the end of the week. Well, I guess it is the next day or two now. I forget which day of the week it is. But these are all things that I think are not surprising. To me, it's mostly a game at this point of trend lines, support and resistance levels, and kind of take it from there. So at this point, my hope is, short of us just flying to the upside, so short of that, at least continuing to condense within this area that this descending triangle occupies, and then making a big move out. And it doesn't mean it has to push all the way here, like to the end of April, to make a big move. It could do it, tomorrow. It could do it in the next couple of days. It could get, into this area here in a week and a half or so, and then sort of shove out and see what it wants to do. Now, does that mean that it's necessarily going to make a big move out? No. Does it mean it's going to make a move up at all? No. This could force itself out to the downside again, would then mean us coming down to test this like 775 level again, which none of the bulls want to do, I'm sure, but we're just going to have to see. We've dealt with this all along the way, right? This isn't anything new to SoFi longs, unfortunately, but here's where we find ourselves. And the overall market has been challenging, as you know. SPAC's been beat up, growth stock's been beat up. At times, even the financial sector, taking a shellacking. So all of these things just not playing in a positive way to the price point and the price movement on SoFi. But all we can do is try to map and strategize off the map. And no matter how much we wish that it was doing something different, that's not going to change a thing, unfortunately. So this is the map as I currently see it. If we lose this 851 support and turn it to resistance, we'll just put in a level probably right around here, like 776, 777, and then just go from there. It's going to get pretty murky after that because there's not really anything to base it on. But, we'll see. Obviously, my hope, we make a bounce out and make another attempt at that 982 and see if we can overtake it, right? You see these last, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe even 8, 9 attempts. It just wasn't able to hold, right? It tried valiant effort here and here, valiant effort here, but nothing has been able to hold since it tried to bounce there on this big drawdown, this several, red days in a row. All right, folks, I wish I had better news for the SoFi bulls. Oh, and we are getting crushed after hours. What just happened? Yeah, this is cute. 63% and 5. I don't know what's happening. Oh boy, I'm going to check my phone and see what the comments are that are coming up here. Certainly someone will have something. I thought maybe if there was really good IPOF news, which was popping off toward the end of the day today, which could still be nothing, I thought maybe that would bleed into SoFi for like a nonsense reason, but still, could help. What's going on? I don't know. What? I don't know. I don't see any comments. By the time the video comes out, I'm sure you'll know. But I'm not seeing anything at the moment on the comments. Everyone's just saying, what's going on? So it's not going green. Whoa, what's happening? I mean, yeah, everyone's just asking. I don't know if anything's happening with IPOF. No. I don't know. Wow. Oh, what's this? Ugh. Yeah. I mean, it's just whales are taking bearish position. I did see a few bearish whale trades come through on unusual whales today, but it didn't seem like anything wildly out of the ordinary. I didn't particularly look them up. They just came across my screen. 21 uncommon trades for SoFi, 57 bullish and 42 bearish. I don't know. I mean, the call premiums, I don't know if those are bull call premiums. I don't know. I don't know how Bazinga is structuring their assessment of these things or how they're wording it. I don't know what's happening. Sorry. I had biggest scam. Someone is going whale hunting. I don't know. It's as though people in the comments don't know what's happening either. There's one other place that I can check. Obviously, you know by now, so don't feel the need to keep watching. It would just be a matter of like, I could comment on something if I see it. Nothing there either. A lot of the SoFi chatter kind of died down lately in some of the places where I'd normally look because it's just been such a painful thing. Oh, SoFi Technologies. Well, Clay Wilkes will step down from board, I guess, immediately. That's what's the big deal here. Someone stepping down from the board. If you're on Twitter and you don't follow at Fast Stock News with 2 S's at the end, I don't know why. I don't know if there's one with 1 S. But in any case, that's a really good source of really quick news for free. I've actually found them so useful that I tipped the account holder. Yeah, I don't know. That's all that I see on there. SoFi Technologies, Clay Wilkes will step down from board immediately. I don't know if folks worry that means that there's something bigger that's an issue. Oh man, I mean, with the bank charter and everything, I mean, it's as though somebody, I guess that would probably be much worse news. They came in and said there's actually an issue with the bank charter. I don't think that can happen at this point, but okay, I guess we'll throw in this 777 level. Is that the actual low on this one? This low was 7. Okay, so we're going to kind of split the difference here. 779, 774. We'll go 777 ish. Oh boy, what a thing to happen. All right. Well, hopefully you'll have more clarity by the time you watch this video. But if there's something more to talk about, I was planning to not do another SoFi video until Friday, kind of recap the week and talk about next week. But we'll see what this is all about. All right, folks. Was I just saying before I noticed that this has been a long, painful road, and boy, oh boy, does that continue. Unfortunate. Could have such a bright future. Maybe it still will. The stock price is the stock price. Sometimes, regardless of what the company itself is setting out to do, or sometimes even how they seem to be executing on it. All right. Diatribe for another time. I hope you had a happy hump day and that it's not being spoiled right now after hours. But I do appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.